What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. Season 10 has landed in our laps today, and problems aside, we have got some new builds and some new legendary missions to run, and this build is really cool. You're going to help out your entire team with this. We ran an heroic countdown, and I was constantly buffing the entire squad. All 7 other people was doing loads of extra damage. Heroic hunters were absolutely melting away. But just before we get started and I show you the build, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload more Division videos. Even better, come and see all this live over on Twitch. I could be streaming live right now. If not, hit that follow button so you're notified. And if you need a community Discord that loves the Division and any other games, be sure to look at the link down below in the description. And with all that said, let's get started. So the ongoing Directive build, it's been put into the game now, it's been modified, and there's been no problems with this build, thank God. Thank God. Because we've had a few other problems with other pieces of gear. Assault rifles are a bit wonky right now. Strikers and the Picaro holster aren't changing until the 0.1 patch that's coming hopefully soon. So it's nice to have this build in here now where we can actually use it. And this was the all red version. I'm going to post 3 different versions of this build. All very situational. All take your pick. They all run really well. This is the one that I would reckon you would probably run across the board with everything. You could run this in legendary as well, so it's pretty safe to run in any content in the game. But what is great about the ongoing Directive now, you buff the entire squad, whether you be in a 4-man squad or whether you be in an 8-man squad in a raid or in countdown. You buff the entire squad. You don't have to be in the same group. So if you're unaware of what has happened today with the patch, what you can see here, we'll read off the 4-piece. Shooting a status affected enemy will apply a mark. Killing a marked enemy grants a full clip of hollow point ammo for you and your active weapon, and half a clip of the agent's active weapon to the rest of the party. So what does that mean? So if you've got, for instance, an LMG on, you'll get half of the bullets as hollow point bullets. But so obviously be using this, you only get 3 or 4. I don't know how many you get with the Scorpio because it's an odd number, but same with the NEM, you would only get 2 or 3. The Ravenous, you would get 30. So it's your magazine that's talking about, not my magazine, because obviously I've got a huge magazine. You can see, was it 135? Yeah, 135. But I get the full mag, so absolutely great for me. And then the mark lasts for 10 seconds. Hollow point ammo amplifies weapon damage by 20% and applies bleed. So it's absolutely amazing. Really good. Your team members are getting 20% amplified extra damage on top of their min-max builds already. Really good. And then the talent that comes on the chest piece, it increases the hollow point ammo weapon damage amplification to 35%. But that's for only me, not for party members. And I'll tell you why I'm running this and why this is important in just a second. I've opted not to run the backpack because it's just not worth it. We're not really counting on the bleed damage to kill them with this. We're counting on our gun damage to kill. The bleed's nice, don't get me wrong, but we're counting on our gun damage to kill. And with a whole lot of rounds in the mag, we kill really often, and we hit really hard. I really should be in the range to show you. So we'll hover over to the range. We'll check out the specialization on the way as well. And we'll hop into the specialization. Just remember, we want LMG damage spec'd in as well. And when I find the right one to show you, so it's not that one. Increased protection from elites is always nice. The fire grenade, that can help applying status effects if you're struggling to get that first kill, so definitely think about that. Killing enemies under status effects adds 3 to the ammo bar. Again, kinda nice. So that all works as well. Killing enemies under status effects adds 3 to your group's ammo bar. Again, kind of nice as well. So you're buffing the enemies in multiple ways. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. Again, and they're using hollow point ammo. So they're getting a further 10% from you as well. So, but just remember, this is group members. This buff doesn't spread across a raid group. Only with the group you are in. They're the only ones that will get the extra 10%. So survivalist just really outweighs running any other specialization. I definitely would stick with survivalist. Alright, so let's take a look at the build. So, first of all, I'm running the Carnage, LMG damage, target out of cover, and damage to armor. Though there is some argument here for this to be damage to health, especially if you're running legendary. There's a lot of health enemies in there, dogs and chungas and all the rest of it. So you could have one of each or switch that over, just whatever you feel comfortable with. I do have a GR9 here that I've not min-maxed yet. I was probably going to roll that one to damage to health, but obviously I rolled the talent to fast hands. So I would probably go with a mix max here of whatever it is you wanted to have. Now, if I was going to have a pistol in here, some people might be saying use the Scorpio, and I would get that. But I'm going to put the busy little bee in here when I get it. It's quite far up the season track. It's in the 90s, and the extra damage from that is crazy. I tested it in the PTS, really nice. So I would run the Scorpio in the meantime, swap to the busy little bee when you get that. The backpack, we want the 10% brand set bonus to get the Seska, which is really, really nice. And it's all about getting 60% critical hit chance and then moving on to as much critical hit damage as possible. And as you can see, that's all about this here. Crit damage, crit chance, crit damage. And then Wicked. Applying a status effect increases total weapon damage by 18% for 20 seconds. And we're all, with the bullets, we're always applying status effects. So we've got a permanent 18%. You can run Vigilance here if you really want to. That's going to net you some more damage. But obviously that does have a drop off if you get hit. We're not using a shield. So up to you. I think I just prefer Wicked for more solid sustained damage. Really, really, really nice. Very quickly, let's just nip back to the Carnage. You can see I've got crit chance, and crit damage with the extended rounds in the pouch. I should have showed you that before. Gloves, because we're using LMG, we're going to go with Contractors, weapon damage, damage to armor, and crit hit damage. Then we're going to look at the ongoing Directive. You can see 2 pieces gives us 15% extra status effects, giving us some extra damage on the bleed. 3 pieces gives us 30% reload speed, which is nice with an LMG. And then we read out the rules of engagement before. Weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage in the mod. Chest piece, we're going weapon damage, crit chance, and critical hit damage. Again, really, really nice. And obviously we talked about the talent on the chest just before as well. Then we've got the holster, which is weapon damage and crit chance. And then the knees, weapon damage and crit chance. And feel free to roll these around wherever you need to. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to have them in the same order as me. Obviously, you're going to want these 4 pieces. But the crit chance and crit damage rolls can literally be wherever you want. And as you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crit chance rolls, and then I got the mods on the gun, and everything else can be crit damage to make it really, really easy for you. When it comes to the pulse, we run the jammer pulse because again that adds a status effect to the enemies. So if you need to get bullets quickly, it's only got a 5-second cooldown, so you can pulse them with this, kill them with your gun, and get the bullets back if you're in a bit of a jam. Reviver Hive, just because it's the Reviver Hive, and especially if we're running hard content. So that puts us at exactly 60% crit chance, 110% crit damage, 85% headshot damage, 14% armor damage. Really, really nice. And I don't really even think you need survivability. It really doesn't feel like it. Now, if I was going to show you some numbers, I tell you what, let's show you some real quick numbers. Let's just run here to Lincoln. I don't want to put a full level on for you to watch. No one's going to watch me run through Lincoln, but we'll stick it on heroic and we'll just run in. I haven't got hollow points now, so I guess the play is to switch to the Scorpio, but I'm going to pretend I've got the busy little bee instead. I'm going to run straight up here, pulse them, and boom, I'm on hollow points already. And then I'm not a full red build, but 600k crits in there. Bullets are just a plenty. Your damage to kill is pretty, time to kill, sorry, is really quick. Reload speed, not terrible for an LMG, as you can see. Ooh, risky there. I'm playing this solo right now as well, and don't forget I did class this as a buff build for the team. But I just really wanted to show that you can actually hold your own as well. Where is this guy? Get him lay down there, the cheeky. There's definitely nothing wrong with that time to kill. And you can definitely hold your own in a squad with people running, full red, glass cannon builds. You will be providing them with the hollow points. And, what comes in really, really handy is the length of the mag. Because other people are using M1As or whatever, you just tend to be shooting for longer, and that again in its own self gives you more chance to provide bullets to the team. The reload's good. I mean, it's not the greatest, but again, we're not here for true DPS. And if one of them runs away, they might just die of bleed damage anyway, so... That guy's having a wounder over here. There we go, bye. We're breaking armor. All that good stuff. Just really, really easily. I'll run this last section. I'll witter on a little bit more to you. I haven't needed to run the fire grenade. I haven't needed to use the Scorpio because I really don't want to use that because I want to use the busy little bee instead. Wicked's always on. I didn't really run the pulse. Now once your bullets are on, they're always on. And if you really want to, you can cheat the system a little bit. You can go and get bullets in the firing range, and then just take them with you. You're good to go. Then you need even less chance to get them. But I didn't tell you that. Don't tell anybody.
This is it.
This could be risky. He had a bad day. Dude, it's firing here. You can see they're dropping the grenades. We're hitting with enough damage to disrupt them. We got his backpack, nice. And that's the main thing. The game's made easier. If you're critting the backpacks really easy, or the weak points really, really easier, then the whole game's made easier for you, right? You're breaking the helmets. Like, the hollow point bullets absolutely splice through it. The build's absolutely solid. You buff a lot of damage to your team members. And I would definitely recommend putting it together, because obviously going into Heroic Countdown, if you're going in matchmaking or anything like that, it could be tricky, and this might just give you that bit of an edge to help that squad that's random through the game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Do hit subscribe and check back, because I've got another 2 versions of this I'm going to upload over the next couple of days for you to check out. One of them took a lot of work with about 8 with us farming in Countdown to get their actual pieces. So do check back. Don't forget to subscribe and come over to Twitch. Thank you for watching, agents, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.